Good morning, third graders. I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday morning and you're rested well and you're getting that sleepiness out of your eyes, and let's start thinking about some math. So let's go ahead and begin with our first problem, which is going to be very easy because it says to write a related multiplication sentence. So if you remember at the beginning of the year, we talked about how you can switch the factors in a multiplication sentence to make or create a new multiplication sentence with the same product. So that's called the order property of multiplication. Now, we're going to take this 9 in each group, and now we're going to switch it to being 9 groups. We're going to take these 3 groups, and now we're going to show it as 3 in each group. So I have 9 groups of 3, and that's going to be the same as 3 groups of 9. Because remember, inside of 9 is 3, 3, and 3, right? So 9 groups of 3 should be the same as 3 groups of 9. So we're going to make 27 as our product once we add all those groups of 3 together. So let's go ahead and take a look at, and by the way, for your discussion question today, I want you to write 2 division sentences, right? 2 division sentences, or number sentences, or equations. Sometimes we call them number sentences. We can always call them equation for this multiplication sentence. So that's your discussion question for today. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our addition problem or equation. I have part of my total. That's my sum, right? This is called the sum. I have part of my sum being 456, and the other part of my sum is going to be 327. And I want to take these two amounts and I want to combine them together to make one total sum. So we're going to go ahead and start off with our algorithm, and I'm going to line up my place values because, again, place values are important when we're using our algorithm. And I know that 6 plus 6 is 12. So if I just take one more and add it to the 6, now I have 6 plus 7. And 6 plus 7 is going to be 13. This 10 gets regrouped to the tens place. So now I have 50, and one more 10 makes, right, 60 from this 13 that was here. And then we have 7, 8. So we've got 8 tens, which is 80. And then we go to our hundreds place, and we have 400s plus 300s, and 400s and 300s is 700s. So my sum is going to be 783. Now remember, when you are going to write a subtraction sentence that goes with this addition sentence, you always want to start with the total. So that means that within this 783, I have 327. And what's left is going to be 456. Now, I should probably really work this out, but for time, I'm just reminding you that, remember, addition is related to multiplication. Now, I also could subtract, if you think about it, the other part, which is 456, which is here, and I should get 327 as the other part if I decided to switch these around. But remember, you always start with your total. So now let's double check and make sure all the parts of the addition sentence are in my subtraction sentence. So I have 783, that's here. I have 326, that's here. And I have 456, that's here. So my addition sentence matches my subtraction sentence that I have written. Now, another way to look at this is I can use what I understand about my place values and add the place values up one by one. So I know that 50 and 20 is going to give me 70. And that's 7, oops, not 7, 6, because this is 456, 456, plus this 7 is going to be 13. Now, again, when I take these place values and I put them back together, that 70 and that 10 are lined up here together, and I don't have any 1s, so that's 3, and I have 7 hundredths. So again, 783 is my sum. So I used the algorithm, and I used taking it apart by place value, the break apart strategy. All right, let's take a look at our next problems. Our next set of problems are multiplying by a multiple of 10. So one group of 50 is going to be 50, because if I have a group and it has 50 objects in it, then those 50 objects are what are going to be my total objects. Now here I can do a couple of things. I could break this up as 10 times 9, right? And 7 times 9. Because 10 times, oh, no, can't do that. Sorry, that is my mistake. We're breaking this up as 7 times 9 times 10. So when I multiply 7 times 9, and we know our multiples of 9, hopefully we understand that pattern, right? That pattern of 9, 18, 27, 36, 45. Now we're going to switch the 1s and 10s. 54, 63. So 63 is 7 times 9, and then we take that 63 and multiply it by 10, which means our 3 becomes 30, and our 60 becomes 600 because we're multiplying by 10, and that means our place values move to the left, 1 place value. So that's going to be 630. This one, I think I could, not I think I could, but I know I could, multiply 40 and 40, so I can break this apart as 40 and 40, and I can multiply each one of these parts by 8. So 40 groups of 8, 40 groups of 8. Well, 8 times 4 is 32, so 8 times 40 is 320. And we have the same thing here, so we're going to go ahead and do that twice. And now I can add these two parts together, and I'm going to end up with 640 as my product. So factor, factor, product. Okay? Now let's take a look at, it says a dump truck can hold about, okay, so think about a dump truck. It's pretty good size, right? So 1 liter of water. Now, remember, 1 liter of water is a large water bottle full of water. 1 large water bottle. That's probably not going to fill a dump truck, right? Now, think about B, 10 liters of water. Yeah, 10 liters of water is going to be more, but is it going to fill a dump truck? No. So our best estimate or our best guess is going to be 1,000 liters of water for that container. So that's it for today. Don't forget to go back and do your discussion questions, and I'll see you tomorrow in math. Bye, and have a great Wednesday, guys.